considering those kind of conditions, which I'm assuming that you've been to places that have those kinds of barriers, how do you think that kind of environment might exclude some people from participating or discourage them from participating? Things like a metal detector, a security guard, a list of rules, having to have the door unlocked for you. What kind of barriers might that represent to people, and how might it discourage people from participating?
Well, a lot of people that just got out of jail might be discouraged because it's kind of like the same things that you encounter in jail.
It has an institutional feel, and maybe even a feeling of being part of the justice system. Yeah, I mean, who wants to do that? No one wants to be in jail.
Yeah, instantly tells somebody that they're not trusted.
It sends a subtle message, or maybe not so subtle, that, you know, we don't necessarily trust you. You could be a criminal. What else? Well, I mean, sometimes people ask me, why doesn't SHARE have a security guard? How would you all answer that question? Why doesn't SHARE have
because minimizing authority is a major part of one of our tools, and we have a whole bunch of other tools in our toolbox to use versus threats and empowerment.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. A security guard, we feel, would kind of go against our whole philosophy. And I think one of the other things that happens kind of in human nature is that if people have an authority figure to push back against, then they'll push back against it. You know, like if there's a security guard there, then you know who you're going to screw around with. If there's a list of rules on the wall, then you know exactly what to do in order to get people mad. You just go and break some of those rules. You know, I think what we want is, like, when the big bad pig walks up to the house and he sees all these barriers and concrete and barbed wire and fences and iron bars and stuff like that, he's like, okay, so they're assuming that I'm a bad person and that I'm going to break down this house. So I'm going to do it. That's what they expect of me. People then often live up to those expectations. They become a self-fulfilling prophecy. All right. So let's take a look at how the SHARE environment is different, and think about how this connects to the foundational concepts of SHARE.